we have the file here, and extract it. Right now we have the folder in here, including the installation file. We will install all the required environment software, and then install the application software. So firstly, we will need to install Java Service. This one, JDK. Make sure that you install it one by one in correct seconds. So we will install the first one, JDK environment. So it is pretty simple, just click next all the way down to finish the installation. Okay, so environment is installed. To see that we will need to set up some properties. We will run the next script, second script. It is a script. I create it and run as administrator to make sure that the setting is succeed. So click, press enter in this step. It is showing here now, update successful. So that means already set. You can press any key on the keyboard to finish this step now. So the first step is to set up VC Service. Double click on the third software. Click agree the terms and connections and press install. Pass the UAC control. Set up, it is finished. So the last step is to install the application server of the hotel lock system. Right click on the installation file and select run as administrator. Please note that run as administrator because we don't want to come across any authority issues after installation. So when we install it, run as administrator. Click it. Pass the UAC and now select language as English during installation. Select a folder to install this system. Make sure that there are enough space on the drive. If you want to choose to another location, you can modify in here. On my video, I will use the default location D drive. Make sure that it has a large space. at least 255 gigabytes or even more, and press next. Install. It will start to install the backend server and the control panel of the hotel lock system on these windows. Be a little bit patient because it will take longer time. Alright, installation is finished. We'll check it if it runs okay. So the control panel pops up, or we can also start it up in here from the menu or from the desktop. The server is installed, but the service, the backend is not running yet. We will need to set it up and then run the server. First step, to register all the service into the computer. So move to register all, click it. There is no progress bar in here, so just wait a little bit longer to see all the information show in here. Change from unregistered to register or to running. So now all the service is running good. We can log in from the local server. See in here, log in. Alright, so use this address to access for its HTTP, and because it's a local server, we will use the local host or 127.0.0.1, and we are okay to proceed to set it up already. Click the language for setting up things, should add a hotel or school apartment according to your project. Set up the web title. So we are okay to proceed to import the account files and set up from local machine. And before we doing that, we will need to set up something to allow the receptionist or other computer to access to the main server. So we need to set up IP address to static IP and set up the ports in the Windows firewall. So let's set up the network. Click on Windows star icon and choose to settings. Switch to network and internet. And here, change adapter options. Now all the interface will be listed in here. My text server is with 2 network interface along with 1 extra Wi-Fi connector. So there will be 3 in here. Only 1 is connected. We will set up the connected one, and you can also set up according to your network. So in my case, I will set a static IP to the RJ45 connector here, which means the Ethernet. Double click on the interface. Click on properties. Switch to Internet Protocol IPv4. Click on properties. By default, it is DHCP mode, which will be obtaining IP address automatically. See here, it is obtaining the IP address. So let's try again. Properties, IPv4 properties, using the following IP address. Switch to this option. Now we'll use this one. You can use according to your network situation, but make sure that don't conflict duplicate with other device. Default gateway is the default gateway. So the DN server, if you set a static IP address, you need to fill the DNS server address, which I filled in here is the Google public DNS. You can also ask your network department for details to set according to their limitation. Click OK. So Windows will disconnect, switch down the interface, and then switch it up again to make sure that the settings taking effect. So we can see here now the DNS server is already changed. IP address, default gateway are running okay. We can check if it can get onto the internet. Let's say that. Alright, runs okay. After we've set the IP address, we also need to configure the firewalls to allow connection from other locations, other endpoints, including the device, the gateway, and the receptionist, the encoder. They need to have access right to connecting to this server. we will go back to settings. We will search for the Windows firewall. Okay. We will set the Windows Defender firewall in this search result. The port settings is in advanced setting, so click it. Alright. What we need to configure is the inbound rulers. So by default, it is set by application. These rulers are automatically created by the applications, but our port does not set up yet. So click on the right menu, new ruler. Type we will choose to port. Click next. Specify the ports we need to set up. Okay, these are the ports we will need for access from external endpoints. Click next. Around the other connections. You also add it into the outbound rule. So make sure that set to allow connection.